Have you ever had a 30-minute hug? Let me tell you about my first experience with a 30-minute hug. It happened probably 15 years ago with an old friend of mine from high school. I've known him since he was 16 and I was 17. Um, we were adults at the time. 16 and 17 was a little while ago. And we were in his home back in California. I'm not sure like the context. I probably was visiting because I've lived on the East Coast for such a long time. Um, and we were standing in his living room next to his grand piano, and we just started hugging. He took me in his arms and hugged me. He's much taller than me, but we just had an experience of touch and closeness that wasn't progressing anywhere. It wasn't going anywhere. Oftentimes touch progresses from one thing to another. It was simply two friends together with one another in a physical sense, and it was a transformative experience. It really changed me. And this is years before I discovered or was trained as a non sexual touch practitioner, um, professional cuddler, cuddle party host, all that stuff. This was years before I even knew such a thing existed, but obviously non sexual touch exists in the world. It's just rare. It's rare that um, people can be with each other. I think, in particular, in American society, traditional American society, which is hypersexualized and doesn't have traditions of touch that many other cultures do. It's rare for two people to be with each other within this physical body and just experience that closeness, that connection, that touch, um, that is really so vital for our well being. I've said elsewhere that my first cuddle party changed my brain chemistry, but this probably was a precursor to that, where I could feel a connection, especially to a man, but I think it works no matter the gender mix. Um, that was just us being together in a place physically that was just human connection and exchange. So this is deeper works on three of the primary ways we're human: connection, communication, and touch, non-sexual touch to be specific. If you're curious, click a link.